Okay, so introduction to Earth Science. Okay, I will be discussing to you the Earth Science and the relationship between the Earth and the environmental science for today. Okay, so first we have to discuss first ano ba ang Earth? When we say Earth, sabi dyan is that Earth is our home. It is the third planet from the Sun. It's the only planet known to have an atmosphere containing free oxygen, oceans of water on its surface, and of course, life. Talaga naman, may buhay. Lahat ng may buhay are makikita natin sa planet na Earth. Earth is the fifth largest of the planet in the solar system. Okay? How was Earth created? Ang tanong natin yan eh, paano kaya ang Earth ay nabuo? When the solar system settled in its current layout about 4.5 billion years ago, Earth formed when gravity pulled swirling gas. Imagine mo, gas yun, and dust into become the third planet from the Sun. Like its fellow terrestrial planets, Earth has a central core, a rocky mantle, and a solid crust. So dyan po nagsimula yung pagkikreate ng ating Earth. So basically, nag-start tayo sa swirling ng gas and dust. Okay. Sino ba ang mga naunang mga nanirahan sa Earth? According to Ahmadiyya sect, Adam was not the first human being on Earth. But when the human race came into existence and spread all over the world and developed the ability to receive revelation, God sent Adam to each and every branch and civilization. So doon yun po kaya po yun yung according to Bible, 'di ba? Ano natin that ang unang nabuhay sa mundo is or sa earth is si Adam. Paano ba tayo nabubuhay sa earth? That is one question na itatanong natin. Bakit ba what makes the earth habitable? Yun ang ating mga tanong. It is the right distance from the sun. Medyo malayo tayo sa sun. It it can all the ano it is protected from harmful solar radiation but its magnetic field. It is kept warm by an insulating atmosphere and is the right chemical ingredients for life, including water and carbon. So, yan po ang mga composition ng Earth para tayo ay mabuhay. Para bakit habitable ang Earth. Okay. Sabi sa ating, marami tayong naririnig about Earth's facts that the Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. Nakikita nyo parang gradually slowing, tapos the Earth was one believed to be the center of the universe. Earth has a powerful magnetic field. There's only one natural satellite of the planet Earth. Earth is the only planet not named after God, and the Earth is the densest planet in the solar system. Yan po yung mga facts about the Earth. Now, ano ba ang mga layers ng isang Earth? Okay, so the Earth, meron tayong crust, meron tayong mantle, and core. Let us first discuss what crust is. In geology, crust is the outermost layer of the planet. Ito po yun. Yan o. So, the crust of the Earth is composed of a great variety of igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks. The upper part of the mantle is composed mainly of periodotite, a rock denser than rocks common in the overlying crusts. Okay. While the continental crust is thick and light-colored, oceanic crust is thin and very dark. Oceanic crust is only about 3 to 5 miles thick, but continental crust is about 25 miles thick. 25 may sound very thick, but the crust is actually the thinnest of Earth's 3 layers, making up only 1% of Earth volume. Earth's crust is a thin shell of the outside of the Earth. Kaya po siya po yung kumbaga sa ano, parang sa cell, siya po yung cell membrane natin. Okay? Accounting to less than 1% of the Earth's body, it is the top component of the lithosphere, a division of Earth's layer that includes the crust and the upper part of the mantle. The crust is a thin but important zone where dry, hot rock from the deep earth reacts with the water and oxygen of the surface, making new kinds of minerals and rocks. It is also where plate tectonic activities mixes and scrambles these new rocks and injects them with chemically active fluid. Ano ba ang crust made of? Okay, so Earth's crust is made up of several elements. Meron tayo dyang oxygen, meron tayong 46.6% by volume or weight. Silicon is 27.7%, aluminum is 8.1%, iron is 5% by weight, calcium is 3.6% by weight, sodium is 2.8%, potassium is 2.6%, and magnesium is 2.1%. That comprises the Earth's composition, the Earth's crust composition. Okay, so we believe that the crust is the deepest in mountainous areas. That are the interesting facts about the Earth's crust. Continental and oceanic crust are bonded to the mantle, which we spoke about earlier, and this form a layer called the lithosphere. Yung pag-ina natin, yung layer ng ating atmosphere, di ba? So, beneath the lithosphere, there is a hotter part of the mantle that is always moving. Okay, the mantle is the mostly solid bulk of Earth's interior. The mantle lies between the Earth's dense superheated core and its thin outer layer, the crust. The mantle is about 2,900 kilometers thick and makes up a whopping of 84% of Earth's total volume. Ito na nga po yung tinatawag nating mantle, yung next to your crust. Okay, so the mantle is the second layer of the Earth. The mantle is divided into two sections. We have the average temperature of the mantle is about 3,000 Celsius, and the mantle is composed of silicates of iron and magnesium, sulfides and oxides of the silicon and magnesium. The mantle is about 2,900 kilometers thick. What causes the mantle to move? Bakit ba siya nag-move? The mantle flows because of the convection current that are caused by a very hot material in the mantle rising, cooling, and then sinking. This circular pattern causes the mantle to flow. The Earth's outer core, ito yun ha. So the Earth's outer core is a fluid layer about 2,400 kilometers thick and composed mostly iron and nickel that lies above Earth's solid inner core and below its mantle. Its outer boundary lies 2,890 kilometers beneath Earth's surface. Unlike the inner core, the outer core is liquid. Okay, liquid yun. The core is made up of two layers, the outer core, which borders the mantle, and the inner core. The boundary separating this region is called the Boolean discontinuity. The outer core about 2,200 kilometers thick and is mostly composed of liquid iron and nickel. Why is the outer core important? Yun ang tanong mo dun eh. Bakit ba yung outer core is important? Sabi nga, liquidy ito eh. The motion of the liquid outer core as the Earth spins create charged particles, which create Earth's magnetic field. That magnetic field is important because it pushes dangerous solar radiation to the Earth poles where it can hurt us and allow ships, planes, and birds to navigate around the world. Yun. Yun yung kanyang importansya. So it pushes dangerous solar radiation to the Earth poles where it can hurt us and allow ships, planes, and birds to navigate around the world. Okay, so meron tayong mga facts about the outer core. The outer core is the third layer of the Earth. It is the only liquid layer and it is mainly made up of the metal, iron, and nickel, as well as small amount of other substances. The outer core is responsible for Earth's magnetic field. As Earth spins on its axis, the iron inside the liquid outer core move around. Okay, so now let's move on to the inner core, part ng ating Earth. Earth's inner core is the innermost geologic layer of the Earth. It is primarily a solid ball with a radius of about 1,220 kilometers, which is about 20% of the Earth's radius or 70% of the Moon's radius. The inner core is believed to be composed of an iron-nickel alloy with some other element. So, ano naman ang composition ng inner core? The inner core is a hot, dense ball iron. It has a radius of about 1,220 kilometers. Temperature in the inner core is about 5,200 Celsius or 9,392 degrees Fahrenheit. So, according to some facts, sabi ang inner core is almost the size of the moon. The Earth's inner core is surprisingly large, measuring about 2,440 kilometers across. It's hot. It's really hot. It's mostly rather, made up of iron. It spins faster than the surface of the Earth. It creates a magnetic field. Yan po ang komposisyon ng ating Earth. The crust, the mantle, and the core. Okay. So let us discuss now the human beings on Earth. Okay, human being on Earth. A human or a human being is a person. Babae, lalaki, bata, okay, bata, matanda, okay. The scientific for human species is Homo sapiens, which means wise man in Latin. Humans are bipedal, which means they walked on 2 feet. Human are men, women, and children, as I have said earlier. So, kailangan may dalawang paa para maging human being. Okay, on the next slide, yung population. According to your discussion, alam ko naman na discuss nyo to sa inyong klase, sa inyong mga high school student, ano ba ang population? Especially, nagtuturo kayo ng science eh. A population is all the organism that both belongs to the same species and live in the same geographical area. So like human beings, di ba? Tayo, we are all the same organism. We are all living in the same geographical areas. Okay, kunyari, mga hayop, iba-ibang klaseng species ng hayop. They are also living on the same geographical area. May mga population yan. So, population meron din population ng bacteria, may population din ang mga different organisms. Okay. Due to the increased number of population, Earth is getting destroyed. Humans, for their sake, are cutting trees, which help in providing oxygen. Na-experience nyo ngayon yung tinatawag nating global warming, di ba? So, mamaya, i-discuss natin about yung global warming because of the cutting of the trees. Hindi tayo nakakapag-produce ng more oxygen. So, sa discussion nyo sa science class nyo, di ba? Ano ba ang nagpo-produce ng oxygen? Di ba ang mga plants? Ang animals like us, nagpo-produce ng carbon dioxide. Yung carbon dioxide na yon ang nagiging source of food nila. In return, binibigyan nila tayo ng oxygen. And since wala na nga tayong halaman, wala na tayong nagpo-produce ng oxygen, maraming carbon dioxide. So, and therefore, ano nangyayari? Yun na nga ang tinatawag nating global warming, pag-init ng ating globo ng Earth. Okay. Earth has provided us with 1,000 of privileges, but in return, we have damaged our Mother Earth. Tama naman, di ba? Ang dami na nating anthropogenic na ginagawa. When we say anthropogenic, human doings. Ginagawa natin, pinopopulate natin ang ating Earth, tayo rin naman ang may kasalanan. 'Di ba? So, ang dami na nating i-experience. At this point, alam natin na bawal, especially sa Pilipinas, marami tayong bawal, pinapag-segregate tayo ng mga basura, hindi tayo pinagpuputol ng mga puno, pero yun pa rin ang ginagawa natin eh. There are laws, di ba? There are DNR laws. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources are providing us with different laws. Mga congressman natin are ano na mga different laws with regards to the preservation of the earth, to preservation of our Mother Earth, pero ganun pa rin eh. Mga Pilipino talaga, matitigas ang ulo. Okay. So, yun nga, pumunta tayo dun sa pollution. Okay. So, as I have made mention kanina, sabi ko, all of these are anthropogenic, kagagawan din ng mga tao. Pollution is a contaminating of the environment as a result of human activities. Ano, yun nga yung anthropogenic. Human activities ito eh. 'Di ba? Pagtatapon ng basura sa estero, pero hindi naman din kasi natin maiwasan pag nag-increase or nag-develop ang ating technology, pag nag-develop ang ating bansa, kasabay yun eh. 'Di ba? Kasabay natin sa pag-aangat ng ating ekonomiya, merong masasaktan, merong mapupulyot in a way. Okay, it is created mostly by human action but can also be a result of natural disasters. Ito nga yung mga bagyo, yung mga ganyan, ano? So, example are air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, and etc. So lahat niyan, 'di ba, ano tayo? Kumbaga sa ano lahat tayo eh guilty tayo sa lahat na 'yan. Kahit papaano in a way meron tayong share doon sa pagpupulyot ng air, ng soil at saka ng noise, 'di ba? So maingay sa bakit ba natin inaano bakit ngayon mga ano natin mga gulay natin kinakain, marami na tayong kinakain na gulay na contains a lot of heavy metals because the soil is already polluted, 'di ba? So yan yun. Polluted cause damage to earth and all living things on it. Okay, totoo naman. Kaya nga masama mang sabihin na 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 may maganda rin namang naitulong itong pandemic na ito sa atin kasi na-minimize natin yung ating human activity in order to pollute the environment. 'Di ba? So, medyo masama man sabihin, pero medyo nagkaroon tayo ng konting, kumaga sana yung earth huminga ng kaunti kasi hindi tayo ganun kadami na human activity na ginawa during the pandemic. Okay, so yun na tawag nating pollution. So, ozone layer. Pag sinabi nating ozone layer, ang sabi natin dyan is ito yung layer ng ating earth or ng ating atmosphere na contains yung tinatawag nating na ozone. Ozone is a gas made out of three oxygens of atom, or which is the O3. It occurs naturally in small amount in the upper atmosphere, the stratosphere. So, the ozone natin, or O3, can be found in the stratosphere. Ozone protects life on Earth from the sun ultraviolet or ultraviolet rays. Kaya tayo niyang pinoprotektahan yung ultraviolet rays coming from the sun, hindi agad na nakakapasok doon sa ating earth. Inaano muna niya, kumaga sa ano, i-neutralize niya muna yung pagpasok ng ultraviolet sa ating sa earth para hindi na siya ganung maprotektahan tayo. Okay? In 1980, scientists began finding holes in the ozone layer. So, diyan na nga tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. Yung sa ozone layer. So, di ba nung nakakarinig kayo that ozone layer is depleting. Okay? So, bakit nagkakaroon ng depletion? Okay? Ng ozone layer. Ozone layer depletion occurs when chlorofluorocarbon or the CFCs and halons, which are gases formerly found in aerosol spray cans and refrigerants, are released into the atmosphere. CFCs and halogens cause chemical reaction that breaks down ozone molecules, reducing ozone ultraviolet radiation absorbing capacity. Yun yung nagiging rason kung bakit nadadamage ang ozone layer. So, yan nga, yung mga aerosol spray, di ba may mga refrigerants na tayo using CFC ngayon, hindi, may mga CFC free na tayo ng mga refrigerator, mga air conditioner, especially yung mga ano natin na ginagamit sa bahay. So, yun yun. Kaya, medyo ano na tayo ngayon, medyo concerned na tayo on the protection of the ozone layer. Okay. Okay. Ang tanong natin, is the ozone layer recovering? Diba? The ozone layer is recovered by 1 to 3% per decade since 2000 and is forecasted to recover completely in the northern hemisphere and mid-latitude areas in the 2030s. Okay, buhay pa ba tayo noon? Followed by the southern hemisphere around mid-century and Antarctica in the 2060s. So, yun yung mga years kung paano, kung mare-recover pa ba natin ng ozone layer because of the human activities, mga dati nating ginawa. Okay. Next one is your greenhouse effect and global warming. As I have said kanina, yung greenhouse effect and global warming are connected with each other. Pag sinabi natin greenhouse effect, it is the rise of temperature that the Earth experiences because certain gases in the atmosphere trap energy from the sun. Okay, pag sinabi naman natin global warming, is a slow but steady rise in Earth's temperature. If Earth become hotter, the sea level will also become hotter because the temperature rise will make ice glacier melts. The sea level rise may cause coastal areas to flood. Okay, so yun, sa global warming, as I have said kanina, tumataas yung carbon dioxide sa ating environment because nagpuputol na tayo ng mga puno, wala ng mga plants. Okay, and happy to say na marami na ngayong mga plantitos and plantitas na 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 ano during the pandemic. I don't know kung sasabihin natin kung may advantage ang pagkakaroon natin ng pandemya because yung mga tao ngayon are nagpo-protect na sa environment as well as nagmamahal na sa kalikasan as well as nagtatanim na rin ng mga plants. Nahihilig na rin sila sa plants. Okay? So yun, to protect us from the the global warming, so kailangan nating magtanim ng mga puno para magkaroon tayo ng madaming oxygen. In return, so bigyan naman natin sila ng carbon dioxide. Yun nga, kasi yung carbon dioxide hindi nagagamit para maging oxygen. 'Di ba sabi nyo nga, yung carbohydrates na meron yung plants plus yung carbon dioxide rather, yung carbon dioxide at plus yung tubig na hinit-hit ng plants magiging carbohydrates plus oxygen. Yun yung food nila, yung carbohydrates plus yung oxygen, inilalabas nila, ginagawa nilang hangin. So, yun. Ano lang yan give and take lang yan. Pag kung anong ibibigay mo sa akin, babalikan kita ng maganda. Since wala na nga, pinutol mo na yung mga halaman, wala nang ibibigay ng oxygen. Ang mangyayari is global warming. Okay. So now, from the discussion that I have, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, sabi ko nga kanina that lahat naman ng nangyayari, lahat ng pollution dito sa ating kapaligiran are all man-made or human activities that all save Earth. Okay. How to save Earth? There are many ways to save our Earth. Some are dispose of the waste properly. Spread awareness about it, reduce, reuse, and recycle, conserve energy, and save water. Okay, so yan yung ano natin. So, kailangan natin gawin para ma-save natin ang Earth. Okay, so para makabalik ulit tayo sa dating tayo. When we heal the Earth, we heal ourselves. And we heal basically our nature. Makakaano na tayo, mga extinct na mga species can be seen, 'di ba? Marami na tayong mga halaman at marami tayong mga animals na extinct na. So kailangan nating i-heal ang nature, i-heal ang earth para bumalik tayo sa dati nating kalagayan. Okay. There are many different types of animals on Earth. Like some animals fly in the sky, the birds, di ba? So yan yun, some stay on land. But one different thing on Earth is that whoever lives on Earth is unique in some or the other way because life on Earth unique as our marvelous Earth is unique. Okay. So yan, makikita na natin ng rainbow. Okay, is seen in the sky after rain, di ba? So, yan. Yun ang makikita natin kapag inalagaan natin ang ating Earth. Sunset na maganda, beautiful Earth. Yan. So, makakapunta na tayo, makakapasyal na tayo sa mga different places na hindi polluted. Okay? Magkakaroon tayo ng magandang pamumulaklak ng ating mga halaman, pagkakaroon tayo ng magandang kapaligiran. At dyan po nagtatapos ang aking discussion sa araw na ito. Thanks for listening.